Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, hot off the heels of our overview video, just a kind of summary of the new TSi2 and 3, we've decided to take a dive straight into the fit video.
It's usually a good sign when we feel like fitting one of the new models right away. I think we've done that with a bunch of drivers this year, or last year I should say. I'm very selfishly interested in fitting this because it's not that I think it's going to probably be all that different to Mavrik in terms of end results. I just have to admit I really prefer how it looks at address, and I do prefer how it sounds and feels. And I know we just tested it with one shaft, one setting. Who knows what's left?
What else we can unlock. There was our numbers with your driver versus TSi3, just a little sample size of both. This was it, just, as we said, standard. Yeah. With a shaft that we know you would do well with Ventus Black. This is not really getting any way into optimization. Like we talked earlier on, part of what for you certainly, or for players, is when you get the added confidence that the miss that you worry about is not going to appear, you can then free yourself up to achieve a little bit more.
100%. I mean, if you looked at these numbers, I'm sure there's going to be comments that may not listen to what I'm about to say because they didn't get there. They'll say, well, why wouldn't you just switch now? Because if I hit 100 drives with both, I guarantee you mine's hitting the fairway a lot more. Definitely. But the confidence level and the consistency level is not there yet, basically.
Exactly. All right, let's kind of get you loose on this
a couple
one again.
Of these. Sorry. Screaming T. Deadly T.
Very nice.
It's a good opener. Smashing. Oh. Better strikes to start with.
It doesn't look like it's going to be it's not a terribly hard driver to fit for you. It doesn't look like we're going to have to stray too far from where we are. Beautiful.
It's good. It's a little knuckly, 1700. I felt like that was an extremely good swing and just couldn't quite put enough spin on it, that's all.
Really nice start. This driver is really close for you out the gates.
It is. It's not far away, is it?
It's not far away. Spin is on the lowish side, very much what we saw in the initial testing. At that 1800 mark, probably would like to see that a little tick higher, but launch angle, I mean, look how tight that is.
That's nice.
Ball speed is obviously very, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's work on getting a little different launch condition going here. Yeah, there's no hiding. There's no hiding the shaft. There's, everyone knows the DI by now, and the type
iconic
of product that it is, high quality part that it is.
Lower in the face that time.
Yeah, kick the spin up a little bit.
High toe.
Yep. I tell you what, it's really stable, this thing.
Yeah, that didn't feel, I mean, I can tell where I've struck it just because I've hit a bajillion balls in here, but a little high in the head. Maybe feeling a little loose.
Is it?
Just a little, maybe.
Fraction on the softy side.
I think I've just gotten, like, every time I've ended up with something, it's always like just the crazy stiffest stuff ever, right?
I know.
That might be more of a preference thing than the actual kind of performance of it, except the autoflex, which made no sense. Yeah, I don't mind it. I just don't feel like I'm striking it as well. Because there's nothing to pick apart aside from strikes. Swings feel pretty good.
All righty.
Felt awfully good, but dove. Interesting. I mean, the thing is really on autopilot. It's a little unstable, I guess. It's a good drive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, launch is sneaking up a little bit as we control that face. It is low in the spin. Mm-hmm.
I mean, the toe weight definitely works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's moved it down the left side quite a bit.
It's just that one's just the odd knuckler. I mean, those look great on a launch monitor in here.
Yeah, they're not for the course, obviously. But
Yeah, they're just a little on the flat side.
it's definitely very low spin.
All right, so on that last one, we really found our window for the strike point. Loved what we saw out of that last one.
That was great, yes.
Just diming it. That was the 7X Ventus Blue.
Oh, it was a 7X?
Yeah, 7X.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just wanted to try and see if we could just stabilize things a little bit. When I saw where we were with the DI, just looked like we got loose with the DI.
I think it felt like the kind of thing where a few of them are really good, but then the strike kind of moves around a bit and you lose it.
Yeah, just shrink that dispersion, eliminate the right side for you, which is always nice. A little bit sort of better control of the club face overall. Let's so drop you back down to the 6X in the blue.
6X blue?
Yeah, so same tip section as the Ventus Black, just a little bit softer in the handle. So
Well, that's the only difference?
Yeah,
Okay.
so this will feel a bit smoother than that.
Gotcha. That's a good one.
Yeah, just raise that tee height fractionally.
Tee it up higher?
Just that one, just a little. Nice, Matty.
Felt like a good strike that time. A little higher.
Yep, so you're swinging this a little bit quicker.
Oh, okay.
I love the launch of the 7, but this kind of spin rate of the the 6.
I would never have expected to see that much going on between two weight categories of the same shaft. I seem to be striking it low in the face even when I tee it higher.
Yep.
I think I've hit enough of those to say that's a pattern versus just me. That was really good.
So I'm hoping that was a little higher launch and a little higher spin.
Correct.
Okay. Hung in there for you. You just missed the strike a little bit?
Yeah, it's a little low, but it's really, really playable.
So this looks quick as well, this one. For some reason, this shaft has always yielded your quickest ball speed numbers.
There's a certain something that I think it's what you said earlier. It's like when you don't fear a certain miss, which I'm not, you swing a bit faster.
All right, let's have some fun with this one then.
Yeah, okay. Little scramble swing. Goodbye.
There it is.
I like this because I feel like I can swing hard at it.
Yeah, you can be aggressive.
Sequenced but hard. Like I can push on it and not fear the disaster. Yeah, it's night and day. I just feel like the ball will go straighter. Got the right timing with it. I bottled that one.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was expecting that one to do something funky and
Did
go
you?
offline there. I was. Really
Felt
good.
very stable. It wasn't even the best strike, was it?
When you hit one down the left side with your very first one since then, I mean, it is just
Pretty automatic. Yeah.
tiny in the dispersion category.
That is the ideal shape. I like to hit it a few yards left to right, just like that.
Let's see if it's got a little bit of an extra gear in it, just for some fun.
Okay, that's close. 7-8. It kind of feels like the ball speed's higher than I expect, given like the effort. That's sort of what I'm sensing. That wasn't even the best strike either.
I mean, looking at you where you were in the middle there, 178, 177, 177, 175, 178.5.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, all the horsepower you'd ever need.
Oh, 100%. I think if I started again fresh tomorrow, I could probably get over. I've just probably burnt myself out a little bit.
The launch angle came. See if there was a few.
There's a couple low ones in the middle.
A couple low ones towards the end. It started off really good, and then we brought it down slightly. You know, tweaking to be done with that, but we're talking about like I'd like to see up 1 degree.
100%. Yeah,
It's
it's
not
not far
that's
off.
all. And as we raise ball speed, we don't need the launch angle to be as high anyway, and things like that. Yeah, the thing is, it's
legit.
Fast.
Yeah.
It's very low spin.
Very.
Lower spin than probably we've ever seen a Titleist driver in the past.
Definitely. Considering this is just the 9,
Yeah,
you got room to go from there.
that's right.
You can go 8 low, and who knows?
Yeah.
The 8 low or 8 open and low loft, I probably couldn't spin over 1,000.
All right. Yeah, impressed. Very, very. You know, more to come with this. You know, I think we're going to see some other situations where we can extract a little bit more out of this driver. I think we're really, really close there. But the 9 degree, once we have more fitting tools at our disposal, you know, we can probably start playing with face angles and different things like that.
There's more
You know,
too.
maybe the 10 a little open. Right now we've got the 9.
Yep.
So once we have those, we'll definitely dive into this a little more. All right, guys, stay tuned for more TSi3 as a hit with us. TSi2, we'll probably try and find an able candidate to fit that one too down the line at some point, and certainly test it against TS2 of 2 years ago.
Absolutely.
Previous edition. So look out for those. I think in terms of driver advancement, I think Titleist have made a really nice job of this. It's not just, some people might just argue that the new weighting system is kind of the different element. Rather than having 3 adjustable weight positions, they now have 5. This launch and spin difference looks different to me.
I think you're spot on. That's the bigger gain.
Yeah.
And probably the ball speed kind of consistency across the face. This weight is good, but we were just using it on the extreme anyway, which would have been the same feature as the old cartridge all the way on the
That's
top.
very true. We never
thing.
really kind of needed to go in between in those 2 settings. Curious to dive more into this face, Matty, as a, you know, as I think about it, this, you know, ATI face.
Right.
You know, the friction level in the middle versus the outside is quite different.
It is.
And if we think back to what Ping done when they had the LST version and increasing that rough face to pull the spin loft down, to increase friction, to keep the ball exiting out at a slightly lower window.
Right.
It looks like this might have some effect. I would you know, love to see if we could somehow, you know, test this without that, with and without, just to see what the difference is. Yeah.
There's some secret sauce somewhere, because as you said, I've never seen a dynamic loft reading like 17 and a spin reading like, I don't know, 1600 with a center strike.
I know.
It's different.
We'll dive into that more.
Yeah.
But again, initial thoughts, initial impressions, really, really impressed. It's a more playable, more fittable driver than Titleist have ever made in the past. So I think you guys will love it as much as we do.
Agree. I may end up with this baby.
Yeah, you like it that much? Look of it.
I wouldn't mind one more session with you at some point.
Yeah.
And plus, new stuff's going to come out in the winter. But if I went into the winter, you know, I'll obviously end up with something new in the spring, because that's what we do.
Yeah.
This will be pretty high on my list, I think, so far.
Because it's what we do. I love that. Okay, guys, stay tuned for more. We'll see you again soon.